Hey, what's up YouTube? Welcome to Sixx Daze. I am Bob Sixx, and today we're going to be talking about Rocketman, the biopic about the life of Elton John. It's going to chart his entire life. From what I understand, they're not going to leave anything out. It's going to go from the start of little Reginald Dwight and all the way through him becoming an international superstar known as Elton John. They're going to cover everything from his early time at the Royal Academy of Music, all the way through his substance abuse, which a lot of people don't realize how legendary it is. His cocaine and alcohol abuse is like at Motley Crue level. Dude is a serious rock star. There's actually a clip here on YouTube where, and if I can find it again, I'll put the link in the comments below, where he's doing a presentation awards show with some young girl who's pretty drunk, and she starts to talk a little bit of shit about him, and he lets her know that he could snort her under the table. I was reading an interview, and he said he's been clean for 20 years now, but he still, at least twice a week, has very vivid dreams of doing cocaine. I thought I was bad during my heyday, but then again, I wasn't a big rock star and I didn't have rock star amounts of cocaine. But it's going to go all the way up to him being catapulted, because right after he got cleaned up is when he just literally shot to superstardom, worldwide fame. You know, I know people who actually say they don't like Elton John. I know we're all different, we all have different tastes and stuff, but I really find it hard to believe that they can say they don't like him. I mean, depending on where you read, I read that he sold between 250 and 500 million records worldwide. He's had more than 50 top 40 hits. He's had 7 consecutive #1 US albums and 58 top 40 singles for 31 consecutive years. From 1970 to 2000, he has had at least one song in the Billboard Hot 100. That's amazing. Like I said the other day about 80s music, Elton John songs literally pin times of my life. I mean, I don't ever remember not listening to him. I'm super excited about the movie because if they do it as thorough as they're indicating they are, that's going to be awesome. But the guy playing Elton John is an actor named Taron, sorry if I'm messing your name up, dude, Egerton, but he plays Elton, and the most amazing part is he sings all the songs in the movie. So everything you hear in the movie is him singing. I'm going to post a link to that. There's a little featurette where they talk about him and they actually show him singing Tiny Dancer. I've watched it over and over the entire time I did the prep work for this video right here that I'm doing right now, and it gave me goosebumps every time. I kept rewinding. It's less than a 2-minute clip. But to hear that guy singing the songs that good, well, singing that song that good, was amazing. So, you know, Elton John is fixing to hang it up. He said after all these years of touring, this is it. He's doing a 3-year, I think it's called Farewell Yellow Brick Road or Goodbye Yellow Brick Road tour. And that's it. He's done. He's 66 years old. He's had enough. I read another article that he's done over 3,500 shows. If you wanted to surpass him, you would literally have to play a show every single day of your life for the next 10 years to catch up to him. That's crazy. That's a lot of shows. But he still gets a little nervous. I was reading an article where he had done a festival, and he said it was the first festival he had done in 43 years. Let's put that in perspective. 43 years ago, the Beatles were still the Beatles. Jimi Hendrix was still alive. That's 43 years ago, and somebody finally talked him into doing a festival, and it was pouring down raining, and he did it anyways. His fear was, when you do a show, you have to play songs that are recognizable. He knew that was a young crowd out there. They were chanting his name. They knew who he was. And why wouldn't they? If you haven't exposed your kids to all the greats, I'm not just talking about Elton John, Motley Crue, you know, expose them to all sorts of music. If they don't want to like it, or if they don't like it, fine. But my parents introduced me to all sorts of music, which is why I listen to it to this day. I listen to the Beach Boys, Chuck Berry, the Platters, Tom Jones, I mean, Bill Haley and the Comets, Casey and the Sunshine Band, which my parents didn't introduce me to them, Wild Cherry, just all sorts of stuff. And it's not that you're going to be huge fans, but if the timing's right, when you play the song for them, it triggers memories later in life. They'll hear that song and go, hey, we did it with our kids, and there's songs, I mean, my daughter has the same taste in music I do, for the most part. But there's certain songs, when they hear them, it'll trigger a memory. Hey, we were here, or we were there. That's how Elton John is, for me. I remember the first time I heard, I guess that's why they call it the blues. Much like when I mentioned 80s music in the last video, I was living in Fort Lewis, Washington, in on-post housing. I love that song, and I'm Still Standing was also big then. But I'm transported to my living room every time I hear those songs, and that feeling of being 16 and just full of life. It's pretty cool. So I know this video is going to be quick because the movie hasn't come out, so I really can't. All I can talk about is the trailers, which you can watch right here on YouTube. Don't go nowhere. Click, do a search, find it, check out the trailer. It's going to be a great movie. For a lot of people having the misconception of who he was, this guy was a true, and is, a true rock star. He's a living legend and deserves to have a movie made about him. I can't wait. Like I said, I'm almost as excited as I am about The Dirt. So, make sure you check it out. Make sure you search here on YouTube and go check out that featurette to see Taron singing Tiny Dancer. It's amazing. Check out the trailers, because they're all right here on YouTube. The trailers for Rocketman. It looks like it's going to be epic. I can't wait. If you got a favorite Elton John song, leave it in the comments below. I'm interested. Maybe it'll be a song I haven't heard. Even though I've heard most of his catalog, there may be one I haven't heard. Thanks for hanging out all the way to the end. I truly appreciate each and every one of you. If you haven't subscribed yet, please hit that subscribe button and click that bell so that you know when I put a new video out. It's every Tuesday and Thursday, unless there's technical difficulties. Until next time, have a great day. Make someone laugh if you get the chance. I am Bob Sixx. Peace! I really appreciate y'all watching. Have a great day. Make someone laugh if you can. Until next time, I am Bob Sixx. Fuck me to tears. Jesus fucking Christ, man. I am blowing this shit.